Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. This is Why Would You Show Me This? I'm Will.
I'm Dani.
And this is our holiday episode. We've only had 2 episodes so far, but we wanted to do a holiday one as well.
Mm-hmm.
So happy holidays. I hope you are having a great one. And tonight, for our episode, we watched Jack Frost. Not the Michael Keaton one.
No.
I don't have a case to show you because I don't own it.
No.
But we did watch it on Shudder.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that we had both seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
I had. Apparently Dani had only has only seen the scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Has only seen one scene of
Yes. She never saw the actual film itself.
No, I haven't.
For those of you that don't know what Jack Frost is, you only know the other version. Jack Frost is basically Chucky. It's
Chucky with a snowman.
Yeah, it's a serial killer is being put to death, and in the midst of that, there's a car accident, and some sort of genetic thing happens, and he turns into a snowman.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Some weird stuff happens.
Yeah.
And he becomes a snowman.
Yeah. The movie is meant to be stupid and funny.
Yeah, it's supposed to be schlocky.
I mean, yeah, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
I found a lot to like this time around. What about you?
No. I don't like it.
Nothing?
No.
No, you agreed though. There are some good jokes.
I mean, sure, but I don't like the movie.
No.
Like this is definitely a movie you would want to watch every year now.
Yeah.
And I don't want to watch it at all.
Oh, at all, ever again?
No.
You're done with it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You have.
Which is good because it's right on par for the
Yeah,
for this
yeah.
podcast. So yeah.
I luckily got Dani to agree to watch this for the holiday episode.
I really didn't want to. But,
yeah. She also left the room during the the scene.
Yeah, during a scene that I already knew about, and
the only scene that the only thing you saw.
Yeah, and it's the only scene. Well, it's not the only scene that bothers me. There's
no, I said it's the only one that you had seen.
No,
before.
but yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to see it again.
Yeah. All right. Well, the beginning of this movie, I actually really, really enjoyed the opening credit sequence because it's actually had to be well thought out. Well, I guess not well thought out, but it had to be planned because it's a tree and every ornament is a credit. And then they're like going down the tree, and I really enjoyed that because you don't see that much anymore. And where everything was practical, and they actually they filmed every portion of the opening credits. I really liked that. And
I don't care about it.
You don't care about it. We can talk about the snow in this movie.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Or the lack thereof.
Lack thereof. There's the most minuscule amount of actual snow.
There is. Yeah.
I don't know how they got it because all the rest of the snow is just like cotton. It's just fake snow that they got at the store and laid everywhere.
It's definitely fake.
Which I couldn't figure out if it was supposed to be part of it or if that is just, or if they literally they filmed in California.
Yes.
We saw afterwards. So I don't know if they expected snow. I don't think that would be a good plan if they did. Part of me leads to believe that that's part of the joke.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
I really did think they expected some in some parts where they...
If they were northern, maybe.
Yeah. And, so they could have been expecting it, and then it just... Well, I mean, and it said, even when we read about it, that it was during a drought year, so...
Yes. And even there's some... in the credits at the end, it says... I think it's in the thanks section, or it says, like, acts of God, flash flood, no snow... And something else.
High winds.
High winds, yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Which is funny because there's scenes where you hear the wind outside, but right before that scene, they were just outside and there was no wind at all.
Yeah.
There's no wind outside. They were just outside. There's no wind.
All right, the other main characters that have to do with the story, besides Jack Frost, is a character, the sheriff of this small town, Snowmington.
Yeah.
Which there is no snow. And it's him and his wife and their son.
Mm-hmm.
And so they know each other because the sheriff had once come across Jack Frost and arrested him.
Yeah.
I guess Jack Frost was going on a spree and he found him. So, the sheriff has his family and his son. I don't know what's up with their son. He apparently just makes a bunch of gross shit, and they're just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, we'll eat it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, he makes some sort of like goop that he gives his father, and when he gets to the police station, he throws it away, and then he thinks better of it and puts it back in the car.
Yeah, because he feels bad.
Which is foreshadowing.
Yes.
We did not know that at the time. Also, and the woman that works at the police station, I swear to God they cast this woman because she looks exactly like Adrienne Barbeau. Like, I almost thought it was her, and then I was like, no, her name wasn't in the credits. But I think that was definitely on purpose, for sure. So we have the family, we have Jack Frost. Jack Frost is now the snowman.
Yes.
So he comes to the town, and I think his first kill is the sled, right?
The sled kid.
The sled kid, yeah. So the son is outside building a snowman, and these stupid kids come up and start like bullying him, and then the main bully gets his head chopped off with the sled. With his own sled. Which was awesome. I liked a lot of the kills in this movie. I thought they were very
cool.
Inventive and cool. And the most part, the special effects are pretty good.
Yeah.
Besides the fact when you can see them falling off of someone's face.
Yes.
There's
a lot of icicle deaths.
A lot of icicle deaths. He can just icicles can just come out of him and kill people. He also has icicle teeth.
Teeth, yeah.
Fangs that he kills people with.
Oh, the axe death was especially.
Oh, the axe death was cool. Yeah, that was really cool. So the shitty kid that got decapitated, his dad gets killed with an axe, which goes the opposite way of what you think it will go.
Yeah, it does.
Which I really enjoyed.
I like that.
Yeah. The axe. Should we say?
Yeah, sure.
If you're listening, you've watched or you're going to watch. Instead of getting the axe in the head, the axe just gets shoved down his throat.
Yeah, the handle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Forced down his throat.
Yes. And then, right after that, his wife gets probably I would say the best kill of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just love he wraps her in Christmas lights and shoves shoves an ornament in her mouth and shuts her head. And then just keeps on putting her face in a box of ornaments. Yeah. And then there's one shot of like a close-up of him, and it's like do.
Yeah, it's just a close-up. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. I really love it. Yeah, this is the kind of movie that I want to watch. They know what they're making. They know it's schlocky. They're trying to schlock it up as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great. Even the rape scene I remember it being worse than it is. Like, watching it tonight, I just thought it's so ridiculous. And there's not even any nudity, really. You see her butt, but you don't see anything else.
I know, but still.
Yeah. Well, you think, what do you give me your thoughts on that? I know you have some thoughts on that.
I think it's lazy. I think it's especially, I think, obviously the murders are, not playful, but they're played up and stuff like that. They're supposed to be
I would say the murders are kind of playful, in a way.
And I don't think that this scene I don't think it needed to be like that, necessarily. I don't think that necessarily needs to be, that can't be portrayed as something playful and funny to me.
Yeah.
And therefore to do it like that is lazy.
Uh-huh.
And to find out...
Yeah, especially this bit of trivia.
Through trivia, yeah, that it wasn't actually initially filmed that way. The editor then said, when he was editing, you know what this looks like, right? So then, instead of reshooting it or doing anything about it, they just decided to shoot Jack Frost saying a few, like, sexual puns to add on to that scene to give it more context and make it seem that way. And
it was ADR. They didn't shoot anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was, so that's even more lazy to me. that an editor said, hey, you know what this looks like, huh? And he's like, well, then we'll just make it that. And it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I could see you had a real vision for this movie. So, yeah, I think that's kind of stupid.
I would say that he did have a vision for this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a schlocky B horror comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So, why not? I mean, I can see that's how the director was thinking about this.
Yeah.
Like, sure. Like, we already have all this other shit in this movie. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So, yeah, that scene.
After that, there's a lot of... Oh, we killed him. Oh, no, we didn't.
Yeah, there's a lot of almost
no, he didn't.
dead Jack Frost, and then, no, he's not dead.
No, he's back. Yeah.
No. They have to run away from him in the police station. So one of their ways to do it is to take a bunch of aerosol spray cans and tape them so they're spraying. And I guess they blew them up. They wanted to blow them up, which didn't work. Nope. But during that part, there's two things. The sheriff leaves the key in the door when he needs the key to open the window. Mm-hmm. But the window, they could have just broken it right out and got right through. But he had to go back and get the key in this whole long scene. Blah, blah, blah. Secondly, there was a citizen of the town in the jail, and they were just going to leave him there.
Yeah, they were.
In the middle of the scene, when the sheriff is going back to get the keys, that's when the guy's like, you gotta get me out of here. He didn't say anything before then. They didn't mention him before that.
Yeah, the entire time before he didn't say anything.
Yeah. So he was just gonna die. Mm-hmm. And that guy is actually who ends up helping save everybody from Jack Frost.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because here's where that foreshadowing came in from earlier with the kid.
Oh, gosh.
The kid, the goop, because he didn't want his father to get cold, he put antifreeze in the goop that they were supposed to eat.
Yes.
And the Jack Frost attacks them in the cop car, and he throws that at Jack Frost because it was in the car, and then he starts to burn, and that's how they figure out that he fucking put antifrost in the antifreeze in the goop, and then that does that, which leads to the end, which I thought was pretty fucking awesome, truthfully, because it looks. The trivia said that they did it in one take, and it really does look that way.
It does, yeah.
So the guy who was locked up in jail owned a hardware store. He got all of the antifreeze. He poured it into the back of his pickup truck, and then put the pickup truck next to the building that the sheriff was in with Jack Frost, and he takes Jack Frost and takes him out of the window and jumps right into the bed of the truck.
With all the antifreeze.
With all the antifreeze in there. And it looked awesome. I swear to God, it was just some dude just jumped out a window into a bed of a truck. Yeah. That's what it looks like to me.
It was pretty crazy.
But then he sits there and he's in the bed of the truck killing Jack Frost.
Yeah, holding him down.
I don't think sitting in a pool of antifreeze is good for humans either. So it just makes me wonder what that would actually do to you if you were in a pool of that as a human.
I also hope that he had a talk with his kid later and said, "Hey, you shouldn't put antifreeze."
That's
in
not how it works.
Yeah. Need to explain to you.
I don't know what this kid is like the dumbest kid. They portray him to be the dumbest kid.
There's definitely something wrong with him.
There's something wrong with him. He makes a goop. There's a part where he's just got like icing all over the kitchen, and he's like, look at this cookie, Mom, and she's like, yeah, sure, cool. Like, she's like, I'm not eating your fucking cookie.
Coconut covered cookie.
Yes. Also, speaking of coconut, the fake snow in this movie looks like coconut sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a snowman contest.
Yes, in the beginning, there's a snowman contest, and this kid is making a snowman that has like boobs, and it looks like it's just
it looks like a very voluptuous woman.
Yes, with coconut stuff put on her.
Yes, with coconut shavings all over her.
Yes. So either in this movie, there's either cotton or foam. Snow everywhere, or there's coconut snow.
Yeah.
And there is one scene where it looks like real snow. I don't know how they did that. I don't know why they did that. Because you can tell the difference. So you can really tell the difference.
You can, yeah.
I do wonder if they shot this in summer. I don't know. It almost seems like they did.
It's possible.
Yeah. So, is there anything else that we want to talk about? Is this going to be a quick one?
Yeah, this will probably be.
I thought there was something else I had to talk about.
I mean, this was a shorter movie than most of what we watched.
It was an hour, and it was 90 minutes, basically.
It was like barely. I mean, it was
129.
Yeah, but that's including credits. Like that's
yes.
It's more like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yes.
This movie actually is. So, yeah, so it's a quick one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fun slasher snowman movie if you're into that kind of thing.
Yes, I would wholly say you should watch this if that's what you're into. If you just want a stupid horror comedy, watch Jack Frost.
It gets right to the killing like right away. So.
It really does, and it lets you know what it is right away as well. It's very.
It's very self-aware.
If you're wondering if it's supposed to be funny, it is. It lets you know that.
Yes, it's supposed to
for
be.
Sure. The credits, there's some wacky credits which are fun.
Yeah, there's some credits in there.
I feel like they're almost script notes.
Yes, they probably
They
are.
seem like script notes.
Definitely.
Which I think is very, very funny. And
some of the things people are credited for are funny.
Yes. Worst joke told by. I like when movies do that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, well, I guess we'll get right to it. What's your rating of Jack Frost?
I'm gonna give it like a 3.
Wow. It's the lowest rating you've given so far.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You had no enjoyment at all?
Not really.
That's very close. Okay, so if you have a 3 out of 10, what is the enjoyment that you got out of this for the 3 to make it go up to 3?
At least it was self-aware, so therefore, like, it doesn't take itself too seriously, which is good. And that makes it bearable. You know what I mean? That it knows that it's a parody.
I wouldn't say it's a parody. It's just schlock.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it's a schlock for schlock's sake. So
yeah.
Yeah.
This movie also is 23 years old.
Yes.
Which is just it's funny. It's just surprising. I don't know. Watching any movie that was made in that time period now for me, it's such a capsule of the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I thought it was very funny. It has inventive kills, and you do have to like this kind of stuff though.
Yes.
But yeah, I recommend it. I think that if you want
watch it with your family.
Yes! Watch it with your family.
Don't.
And then feed them antifreeze goop.
No, please don't.
To keep them warm. Because that's how shit works. That little kid knows what's going on.
No.
You guys don't.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for watching it again with me. Or, for your first time, the whole thing.
Yeah.
So now you can know that you never want to watch it again.
That's right.
Yes. Okay. Well, there you go. Jack Frost. I really liked it. Danny did not. The lowest score so far. All right.
I doubt it'll be the lowest score out of all of these that we're going to do.
I doubt it as well. Segue. Hello! Welcome to part 2 of the holiday episode. Started with Jack Frost, and now we are into the Gingerdead Man, which is kind of along the lines, same type of deal, but worse. I bought this a while ago and watched it, and I forgot just how bad it is. Let's read the back, because I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting to do that. In a quiet small-town diner, a deranged patron, Millard Findelmeyer,
Yes.
played by Gary Busey, opens fire on the Lay family, killing all but the daughter, Sarah Lay. During the trial, Sarah's testimony sends Millard to the electric chair, and his ashes are sent to his mother. In a vow of revenge, Millard's mother mixes her son's ashes with a secret gingerbread cookie mix, which makes its way to Sarah Lee's bakery. When one of the bakery employees, Brick Fields...
His name is Brick.
Cuts his arm and accidentally bleeds into the mixture, an old curse spawns a deadly 12-inch walking, talking, killing gingerbread cookie and wreaks havoc on anything standing in his way. The Gingerdead Man. The way not to make a movie when you could make a really cool, schlocky movie. Dani actually took notes as we watched this.
I did.
And also, we'll get to this at the end, but we have something to say about this physical copy of this.
Yes, we do.
But go ahead.
Okay.
Tell me about the notes that you took.
Okay. So there are weird music cues.
Okay, there were. It's very. Yeah, go ahead.
It's very Goosebumps episode.
Yes.
Esque, I think.
Yes, I believe that's called royalty free.
It's very possible. Very possible, but it's very cheap sounding music. It's very like syndicated television type music.
Yes.
So it's not the best.
Yes.
I mean, if it's supposed to be a horror movie, it doesn't really strike that note, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Okay.
This is something that you said, but it was a summation of what the sister was saying about her brother.
Oh yeah.
And how it was going to be his 21st birthday when he was killed.
And she says, she looks up to the sky and she says, I hope there's strippers.
Yeah.
And bourbon eagle eye. She said something like that.
Something.
And
but she basically said, I hope there are titty bars in heaven.
Yes, and that's what I said. I said, I hope there's titty bars in heaven for you, brother.
So I wrote down no Christmas. So there's no Christmas featured in this movie.
Anybody that has probably watched this, Dani's sister brought up this movie, and I was like, oh yeah, I have that movie. We can totally do that, because our Jack Frost discussion wasn't as long as I would have liked, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's to make it a double feature. And, it's not really a Christmas movie, even though, I mean, gingerbread is associated with the holidays.
Yes.
And, okay, so that's one. So this is about 5% a Christmas movie. There certain points in the movie there's some jingle bells in the score.
In the music, yes. But that would be about it.
Yeah, we're gonna go with yes on this.
Yes, but because my argument is the only time that gingerbread men are made or talked about or seen or anything is during Christmas time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I mean it's a tiny bit a Christmas movie, but I think it still counts.
Sure, whatever. It's fine. It counts. I mean, I wish that we wouldn't have thought of this movie, but it counts. This pen is more Christmassy than this movie.
Your sweater is more Christmassy.
Well, obviously, but this pen, just with the colors. The only color on this pen that's in the movie is red. It is set in Waco, Texas, though, so, maybe that's why.
Sure.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
No, it's fine. So the cookie cutter is giant.
Oh, yeah. It is huge. I remember when it came out, you were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's the biggest gingerbread man cookie cutter you'll ever see.
Yeah.
So, Yeah.
Well, he had to be big enough to kill people.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. And we'll get to that as well, where we'll get to his... I mean, we can talk about it now, truthfully. His body count is 2. 2 as a...
He kills as many people as when he was a human than when he was a cookie.
Yes. That is true. Yeah. So he only manages to kill 2 people, which...
Yeah. It's pretty bad. If he's a serial killer, it's not... He doesn't really have good odds.
Well, actually, some would argue that 2 doesn't really even count as a serial killer, so...
What?
Well, I guess he's done 4.
He's 4. He's killed... 4. That's a serial killer.
Okay,
he killed 4 people.
Yeah.
And he killed numerous other people before that, I assume.
But only 2.
Only 2.
And you would think it was more.
Yeah, and the first kill comes at 40 minutes in the movie.
Yes, that is
This is a 70-minute movie.
Yes.
And the first actual kill is until 40 minutes in.
Yes.
Well, by the Gingerdead Man. That's another problem with this movie, sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's so much potential to make a stupid, funny horror movie, and they squandered it. I guess Gary Busey, they must have had him for like 2 days. They must have paid him for either a day or 2. Probably just to film the beginning part where he's in the diner, and then to say some words in the diner into a microphone for when he's the Gingerbread Man.
And I'm not convinced that all of the dialogue by the Gingerdead Man is Gary Busey.
Yes.
There's some of it that does not sound anything like him.
It sounds like somebody trying to be Gary Busey.
Yes, it does.
And failing.
Yeah, because it really doesn't sound anything like
So
him.
I think they paid Gary for a day, and then they used what they could. They paid all the other actors like 10% of what they gave Gary Busey, and then they made their movie.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
The mother...
The alcoholic mother who has a gigantic bottle of Jack Daniels with her at all times. She needs her bourbon.
But she is Betty, and she is she owns the bakery that this all occurs in. Yes. So it's Betty's Bakery.
You know, for being an alcoholic, the bakery is pretty well kept up. There's lots of delicious looking baked goods in there. And it's a nice
bread.
Oh, the storefront. So obviously they must have just bought a big chalkboard and put it up over the actual sign of whatever this place was, and just had somebody just make Betty's Bakery on its big chalkboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and because it's not super clear.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I didn't know it's Betty's Bakery. I thought it's a Belly's Bakery.
Belly's Bakery. That even makes more sense.
Because the T's were just not defined. So I was,
There's never a close-up of that sign.
No.
Never. It's just one big shot from, like, the street. And they never I guess they weren't proud of that sign.
No. But she gets her finger cut off by the Gingerdead Man.
Yes, she does.
And when she is found by one of the employees, she's not so much concerned with the fact that she's laying in the laundry
with blood,
with blood like, all over her, cradling her stub, essentially, her nub, and she's more concerned with the fact that she snuck in the back to get to her stash, so to speak, and so I found that odd that she was not that concerned with
and at this point they didn't know about the Gingerbread Man yet.
They did not.
Okay.
So maybe she just attributed to it her drinking.
Yeah, she's like, this bitch is an alcoholic. I mean, she cut her finger off somehow.
Because that was, by the way, pretty well established in the beginning of the movie that the mom is an alcoholic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like she's outside of the.
She's outside drinking
and
she has a shotgun that she's shooting something across the street for whatever reason.
Yes.
Just, not fair warning. What am I trying to say?
Trigger warning?
No, not trigger warning.
Oh, okay.
Just whatever. I checked out. I really checked out a little bit after the movie because it's just so boring.
You really did.
I mean, I own this movie and I checked out of it.
You know what's funny is you checked out of this one and I checked out of...
Yeah, you checked out of Jack Frost.
Yes, I did.
Jack Frost is leagues better than the Gingerdead Man.
That's going to be fun for the listeners.
Leagues! It's just so... It's technically better done. They cared more, I think, making Jack Frost. They really did.
Sure. I don't know.
How much did you laugh during this movie than when we laughed in Jack Frost?
I laughed more during this one, I think.
Oh, Lord. We're split down the middle between Jack Frost and the Gingerdead Man.
Yeah, this is great, though, because this gives them a taste of when you don't like a movie.
How I am? Yeah.
How you are.
Oh, my God.
I mean,
it's like I'm personally offended.
It's like I've hurt him.
Yes. Oh, my God. You saying you like this over Jack Frost is painful. It really is painful.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Continue with your notes.
Okay. The self-aware redneck punk.
Oh yeah, with the lock around his neck.
Yes, very reminiscent of Sid Vicious.
Very Sid Vicious. Yes.
Yeah, but he's very self-aware. He's dating this snobby girl who's rich.
Yeah.
Her dad is trying to buy the bakery for some reason. That's really not very well established.
Because they needed a plot of some sort.
Yeah, they needed a villain.
Some sort of B plot.
Yeah, so yeah.
She gets a knife in her head, and we have no fucking clue how. So
no,
she trips some sort of trap that the Gingerdead Man sets. It shows the trap going off. We cut away to everybody else in the room, and then we cut back to her with a fucking knife in her head.
She's got a knife in her head. So it was pretty lazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So was Jack Frost.
Jack Frost was better. It was not as lazy as this.
But my point
Jack Frost, they just got fucked over by not having snow.
My point is
and it's more of a Christmas movie.
Bringing up the punk. You derail me a lot.
Okay, sorry.
There's a reason why I was talking about him. He's dating the snobby girls.
Yes.
He's self-aware. And he talks about the fact that he's like, no, she's dating me because of blah, 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 blah. And he goes into this whole, psychobabble almost about the reason why he's dating her and why she's dating him. And it's, like I said, it's weirdly self-aware.
Do you remember why he's dating her? He says it very plainly. Because she pays for the pizza and beer.
Pizza and beer.
That's all it takes for that dude.
Cheap date.
Pizza and beer, and he'll fucking stay with you, even if you're terrible.
Loyal. He's a loyal redneck.
He's loyal to pizza and beer.
Very much. Very much so. I enjoyed him, truthfully.
Okay.
I enjoyed him much more than any of the characters in Jack Frost. Sorry. I know. I'm sorry.
What else?
Staying on track with the girl and her dad.
Yeah.
Her dad ends up being killed by...
He's the first kill.
Yeah, he's the first
40
kill.
minutes.
At 40 minutes. And he gets killed via getting smushed by a car.
His own car.
Sandwiched, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, the daughter of his finds him, and it is sad. I don't see tears.
For like a nanosecond, she said.
And then she loots his body.
Yeah.
She's sad for a second, like, I'm gonna miss you so much, and then sees the ring on his finger and takes it off and suddenly feels better and just walks off.
Yep.
Totally fine.
That's who she is.
Yes,
that's why we don't care when she dies.
Well, and also she tries to she does release a rat in the bakery.
Yeah, she's trying to get the bakery shut down.
To try to get the bakery shut down because they won't sell to her dad.
Yeah.
It's a whole weird convoluted plot that doesn't need to be that convoluted.
No.
But, that's basically all of what's going on. It seems like the Gingerdead Man is a side note of all of
kind
this.
of. He really, it's, for a while, he isn't really part of the movie. He shows up for a minute to taunt or hurt someone, and then he goes back. And they get back to all this other shit, which nobody's watching this movie for.
No. It's true. It's true. Speaking of the rat, one of the best parts, I'm sorry, is him talking shit
to the rat
and trying to beat the rat up.
That is a good part. I do like that part.
I enjoy that so much, and I can't tell if that's Gary's voice, but I really hope it is.
I think it is. I think that part it is his voice. He probably was like, I need to do that. Like, that is a line I need to say in this movie. The one good thing I liked about this movie is the Gingerdead Man, the puppet, which I assume it's a puppet. It did look good.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it had a creepy face.
it
Its
had a
mouth
terrible
moved.
face.
It was the best part
The
of the
eyes
movie.
were a little weird too.
They
like,
were.
Like the eyes looked like they were supposed to light up or something, and they didn't.
Yeah.
So that was a little weird.
I feel like they put most of their energy and attention into the puppet.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. And paying Gary Busey.
Yes. Make sure that check doesn't bounce.
Yeah.
Gary needs his money.
I think
we need to put this out.
They might have very well spent more on Gary Busey than the puppet.
I think it's close to
50-50?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's equal. It's equal.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can believe that. There's like the film before, there's a lot of he's dead. Oh no, he's not. He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not.
Well, and the best part about it,
so
can we get to the end, or do you have stuff before the end?
No, I mean we can get to the end.
The best thing about it is she has a friend that works in the bakery who was going to a wrestling show that night or whatever.
Brick,
yes, Brick
which,
from the synopsis.
Yes, which while we were watching that and he comes in at the end, all of a sudden, truthfully you forget all about him.
Yeah, he's gone the
comes
entire
back.
movie.
Yep.
Comes back. He's this wrestler character that he's made himself, and to get rid of the Gingerdead Man, he eats it.
Yes,
he eats the head.
He eats his head.
And there's all this, like, jelly or blood. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Looks like jam.
It looks like jam.
And then he gets possessed.
Yes.
By Millard.
Yes.
And I don't know, they just put some makeup on his face. They didn't really try.
They made him look like a ghoul.
A ghoul, basically. Yeah. I mean, and that's how it ends. They shove him in the oven.
Yep. And
he dies. Also killing her friend.
Yes.
They didn't give a shit.
They sacrificed.
There's like, whatever. I don't care. And then we cut to the end where they're a reopening of the bakery, or they're having some celebration at the bakery. I think it's maybe a birthday. And they bring this box and it's full of gingerbread men. And the movie ends with them all getting real eyes.
But they're not. They're googly.
They're
eyes.
like googly, like CGI eyes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're literally just googly eyes. Yeah. I'm almost certain.
Well, I think they're CGI. They didn't look like they were actually on there.
We're gonna have to check out.
Yeah,
this.
You can. I really don't want to. But and also the mother that lost her finger.
Yes. She
is there, and there was a close up of a child, and she puts her arm around the child, and she just does this. To, like, hide her finger. And you can see it from the side.
Oh, it's so good.
She just curls her finger up, and then it's supposed to look like she doesn't have a finger.
And you can clearly see from the side that she's just curling her finger under.
There's lots of things like that. There's also a part where this Gingerdead Man is shooting a gun.
Yes.
And you can see somebody's finger, like,
on the trigger,
just pulling it. Lazy.
Two lazy movies, in my opinion. But I enjoyed this one more than...
Oh, no. Jack Frost is so much better. I give Jack Frost, probably a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, and I gave it a 3.
You gave it a 3. I would give this movie a 1 out of 10.
Wow.
A 1.
Holy shit.
Only because I liked probably 2 minutes of this movie. That's it.
I'm so excited for the next one.
Oh, God.
I'm so excited.
There should have been more Gary Busey. They should have paid him more. It would have made for a better movie. And, there's other ones. So there is...
Oh, yeah.
I do own the second one as well. I really don't remember this one. And I don't even know if I want to watch it now.
They go all out in that one.
I know. This one looks like it's probably a lot better. I don't know. It takes a lot for me to just check out of a movie. Because I respect the craft of making a movie. I respect how much work and dedication and time it takes to make a movie. This one, I just couldn't do it. And, I'm glad we didn't forget the physical copy of this movie.
Oh, right.
We started off, I put it in the PS4. We got to about 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it just stopped. And I tried to play it again, and it just stopped again. I brought the DVD out, I checked it, there's no scratches or anything. We put it in a regular DVD player. It wouldn't even play at first.
No, it wouldn't.
And then I got it to go to the scene we were at, and then it just stopped again. Mm-hmm. Either the universe was telling us that we don't need to finish this movie because it's terrible.
Wait, even once we watched it...
Oh, yeah, and then we found it's on Tubi for free. So we got on there, and we started watching it in like a minute, and it froze again.
Yep. And you were convinced. You were like, it doesn't want you to watch
the universe is trying to spare us. Sorry, universe. We had to finish it for the podcast. Yeah. Sorry, Charles Band. You've made other good things, but God. No.
I'll watch that every Christmas.
Oh, fuck off. I'll watch...
And you can watch that. You can watch Jack Frost.
I will watch Jack Frost every Christmas, and I will love it every Christmas. You can't tell me that you can watch this every Christmas and love it every Christmas.
I can.
Oh, God, no. I think she's lying. I think she's putting on a face for the podcast.
Oh, my gosh. You're an asshole. I'm not putting on a face for the podcast. I enjoyed this more than I did Jack Frost.
Well, to each their own. Sure, but you are wrong.
Okay.
Did you have any more notes? I'm sorry, I kind of interrupted.
No.
That was it?
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah, we got to the end.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
You enjoyed it so much.
Oh my God.
Good,
all right.
You know what? I feel good. I feel balanced because I really didn't enjoy
You really,
that.
I mean, you
really didn't enjoy that.
Yeah, so yeah, okay. This is
even.
This is now a balanced episode of the podcast.
Good. I'm glad.
Okay. Well, this is the end. I don't remember if we already said it at the end of the Jack Frost, but happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
I hope you're all having a good one. And we will be back on Monday with a movie that Danny is going to show me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe I'll be here. I don't know.
Yeah, she might just make me watch it myself, and yeah. Okay. Bye, guys. Happy holidays.
Bye.